Today we are doing something that is absolutely a terrible idea, but we're going to do it. We're going to go into the comment section. I'm going to look at some popular comments that we get all the time that are just not true about storms, storm chasing, etc. And we're going to break down why they're wrong, okay? Let's do this. Now, all too often, people talking about storm chasing get things wrong like this. All the time, people think, storm chasing is about going out, seeing storms. You see storms all the time. They're amazing, etc., right? But that's not the case. Oftentimes, what happens when storm chasing is you see storms that look a lot like this. Those storms, they're not that exciting, right? That's not that exciting. You see a lot of this because storm chasing isn't about seeing this or this or this, because storms are not always amazing for the camera. Storm chasing is incredible. Every day is incredible, but there is no way that you see a lot of great stuff every year. Some years are just bad. Here's the highlight I had from the 2020 storm season, limited by a bunch of things. Yeah, it's not that great, right? That's about as good as it got for me in 2020. So storm chasing is tough. It's not guaranteed that you're going to see great stuff. So if you do want to get into storm chasing, remember, love the science, because sometimes the storms, they're not going to be that epic. Now, at the risk of stating something that's going to come back to bite me one day, this one is that storm chasing is very dangerous. To me, doesn't really ring true. There are several things about storm chasing that are dangerous, but what people usually mean when they're talking about storm chasing being dangerous are tornadoes, right? That's what you're talking about. To me, on the list of things I'm worried about, it starts with driving, the other drivers, time on the road, all the hazards of the road. Number one. Number two, lightning. Absolutely scared to death of that stuff. Tornadoes are way down the list for me. Basically with tornadoes, like, you will get in trouble if you want to get in trouble. If you are purposely putting yourself in dangerous situations, eventually those situations will turn very dangerous. But for most of us out there who are out there looking at storms, documenting them, trying to keep it safe, it's not that big of a deal. So storm chasing, dangerous, but not in the ways you think. Now, here's one that I think a lot of people are going to absolutely, you're going to be really sad to hear. But for almost everybody, and I would say probably everybody, storm chasing, chasing storms, and that's all you do, is just chase, that's your job, that's not a real thing. Storm chasing as a career is part of a job description as a career if you wanted to do that, but it involves so much more, because you would basically have to be an independent content creator, be contracted with a TV station, something like that, to make this work. And in all those cases, there's a lot more than just storm chasing you have to do, from being really good on air and talking to the meteorologist in the studio, to being a great content creator, amazing videos. You can create amazing videos, amazing photos, great storyteller, business management. It's a lot more than just storm chasing, okay? So storm chasing, you can do it as a part of like a media company kind of job, but just like chasing storms, like that's the only thing you do, it does not exist. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. And this myth may play in a little bit to the thought of danger, right? Because people the most viral tornado videos are typically the close ones, right? That happens a lot. But really, for most of us, and even for people who get close a lot, that's not the vast majority of your storm experience. You're actually setting a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles back, and you're taking in the structure. You're looking at these beautiful, amazing supercells. So storm chasing is not about getting close to tornadoes. It's about seeing amazing storms. It's about seeing amazing processes in the atmosphere. It's about the science and enjoying that. It's not as much about that, about getting close, the adrenaline, all that. Those are pieces of it, to be sure. But storm chasing is about far more than getting close to tornadoes. It's about the storms themselves and the science. It's so much more. Okay, I see this one a lot. And no, it's not true. We're nerds. It's the best way to put it. We are the best kind of nerd because we go and see science in action, and this is the reality of storm chasing right here. Yeah, you see that whole driving and looking. It's the nerds. It's storm chasing is so nerdy that, I mean, we're literally driving hours to see water vapor maybe do something in parts of the country that almost everybody else skips over when they make travel plans. That doesn't say these places aren't beautiful. I love the middle of the country, but storm chasing is nerdy. Adrenaline junkies, sure, some people are that, but a lot of those people get their adrenaline fixed and realize it doesn't happen often, and they go find it somewhere else. Some people are adrenaline junkies. They're certainly like very much, yeah, they certainly are out there. They're reckless. They're doing things. This is a minority of people, and you need to stop if that's what you're doing, because you're putting all of us in danger. But no, most of us aren't. We're just giant nerds. Okay, so to answer this one, very simple. This is my vehicle. I chase. It's a basic high-end Daytona. There's nothing special about it. I got a few modifications on the side, but they're for my comfort. We'll do more on storm chasing videos another time, but all you need is a vehicle that runs to storm chase. That's all you need. Now here's one that people ask, like, what degree do I need to storm chase? Well, the answer is none. You don't need a degree to storm chase. You don't need a degree to enjoy the weather, to do anything with the weather. Weather's for everybody, right? And I truly believe that. And storm chasing's for everybody. Everybody can do it. You don't need a degree. You need to know how storms work, but you don't need a degree to do that. We look at our channel. There's plenty of resources here. There's plenty of resources on plenty of other channels. You can learn all you need to know to storm chase effectively, safely, etc. You don't need a degree. And anybody that tells you need to have a degree is gatekeeping, and that's not cool. Now here's one that I see a lot, or a certain class of people, storm chasers look different. They're from different places. Storm chasing is a world type of sport, so to speak. People from all over the world come to America to storm chase. People chase all over the world, all kinds of patterns. So storm chasing is a world thing. It's a uniting thing. It's something that people do all over, and it's really cool. Now here's one that I see. It's implied in comments like, you talk about a storm somewhere and people expect you're chasing. Most storm chasers don't chase a lot. We chase 20, 30 times a year. Generally, that's typically where I'm at. I think there's a lot of people, and that's probably the middle, because there's a lot of people below me, a lot of people above me, but most storm chasers are putting in just a little bit of time each year. And for me, we talk about it in a previous video. I talk a lot about how I keep in a pretty tight geographic area to manage my finances, all that, and that's going to continue forever. And for me, you don't have to chase everything to be successful as a storm chaser, but also to be a storm chaser. If all you do is drive to the end of your road to see storms, you're a storm chaser in my book. You're pretty cool. Glad to have you aboard. But yeah, you don't have to chase everything to be a legit storm chaser. No. So I hope you enjoyed all of those. There are so many more we could tackle. Hey, why don't you take a moment in the comments to actually give us some that you've heard? Or maybe you've heard something and you're not sure. Do all those things, because we might just make another video along these lines talking about them, because I like this. We dove into the comments section and we all made it. We're all on the other side and we're all good, right? So that makes me happy. So remember, weather's for everybody. That includes you. It includes everybody. So have fun out there. We'll see you next time.
Every hour, every day, every step